This is your 28storms.com tropical storm Sean update on this Tuesday, November 8th. Sean has been able to acquire more tropical characteristics, therefore the tropical classification. It's currently packing maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour, and tropical storm watches are in effect for Bermuda. It is likely that Bermuda will sustain tropical storm force winds due to the storm's large wind field. The latest visible and enhanced infrared animations of Tropical Storm Sean show that convection has been able to fully wrap around that surface circulation, so this is a definite indicator that this system is now fully tropical, which is somewhat of a surprise. I did not expect this to fully become a tropical storm, but nonetheless that is what we are dealing with this afternoon. And on the water vapor we see that all the moisture has been able to wrap into that mid to upper level low, and in fact we are beginning to see some upper level ridging. Now, if we return to the official forecast track for just a moment, notice that the forecast from the Hurricane Center is taking the system more toward the northeast and away from the east coast of the United States, along with the Atlantic provinces of Canada, but there is a fair amount of model discrepancy beyond the 72-hour forecast period. There are numerous models still taking this more so toward Canada rather than out to sea, and the forecast track is greatly dependent on when the system becomes absorbed by a much larger trough over the eastern half of North America, or if it simply remains out ahead of the trough. The first scenario, as outlined by the 12Z run of the CMC, is that the tropical storm becomes absorbed by the trough and slams into the Atlantic provinces as a very strong gale low pressure center, and this option is still on the table, and so therefore interest in that area should still keep up with the weather. But for now, the official forecast is in very close agreement with the latest run from the ECMWF model. And here's our system to the south of the high pressure over much of the mid-Atlantic at the moment. But then that trough begins to build in from the mid part of the United States, and then it especially amplifies once it gets over the Great Lakes. And then into 72 hours, it's over much of the mid-Atlantic and northeast. And by day 4, notice that the storm just continues northeastward and misses the bulk share of the Atlantic provinces, although it still could impact Newfoundland if this forecast were to verify. So interests in Bermuda and Atlantic Canada are advised to keep up with the progress of Tropical Storm Sean, and in the meantime we alluded to the development of a subtropical system in the Mediterranean in yesterday's video. We are still dealing with that system located directly over Sardinia as we go into the evening hours over here, and on the water vapor we do have some promising news. However, we have a much stronger upper level disturbance pushing into London, Portugal, and France, and this is going to completely shear apart this area of low pressure within the next 12 to 18 hours. So despite the fact that we actually did get an official classification from Meteo France making this Tropical Storm 1M, this system will go down as being relatively short-lived. So thank you for viewing this afternoon's video. We will have another tropical update by tomorrow afternoon.